and welcome everybody to this best of 3 upper bracket match.
With her shard and stabilize, so I think that's definitely an upside here for Falcons, is the type of carry that they're playing the Terrorblade with. Save. Big damage.
He's in a bit of trouble, and he's going to get disemboweled from the first blood as Malrine will take it. The Falcons already on the board.
And obviously, something that's always a problem when you're playing against Dragon Knight mid is rotations always come at a cost. So Malrine on this Pango has been very happy to rotate around and find kills in side lanes. Actually, he might just be the recipient here.
Yep, Impale from Save, who makes his way over TORONTOTOKYO from the other side as well, and a Decay finishes the job.
Very good timing, connecting right as GPK hits the 6. He's tied with Amar in this lane, 47 and 7 against the 47 and 13, but at the same time, can we really be surprised at this point, right? Like, it just happens. It just seems to happen every time.
It's expected at this point, which is pretty ridiculous. Frostbite with the TP from Malrine. Ult to follow. MieRo gets his boat off. That'll keep him alive a little bit longer. TORONTOTOKYO trying to get the Luna in the meantime, but the wraparound from Malrine connects again, and now TORONTOTOKYO on the run. Gonna continue to get blocked. It's a shield crash slow. More blocks to come. Lucent Beam, Reflection, and an eventual cleanup as Malrine secures the double kill.
Yep.
Nice rotations.
Now, the thing about Terrorblade support is, I had this discussion with MieRo backstage about Terrorblade 4 versus Terrorblade 5 and what you itemize. I'll have to wait with that.
Oh, that thought. Swash comes in only onto save, so TORONTOTOKYO trying to run away, but the Frostbite keeps him in place, and now he's going to get Frostbite again. There's a swap.
He could
should be able to clean him up eventually. Tombstone was placed, so that's going to provide some extra gold for Malrine and company. They'll be very thankful. Let's see if BTBOOM can finally use this Blink Dagger again. Like, it's been 4 minutes since GPK has had it. They haven't really had the opportunity to do anything, though.
Yep.
As, ooh, the stack is being taken by Skiter. They need GPK. Gonna start out with the Impale, surely. There it is.
Oh, they overlapped.
Yep, the Tombstone now placed. And look at all the TP rotations from Falcons as they come to play. Save, super dead. And TORONTOTOKYO is going to be next. Can Malrine find another? The 2 supports are going to easily get stripped of their lives. Although they will be traded for the other 2 supports. Is going to see the arena come out as GPK is infested currently. The DK will die. The Spear actually did connect on the Nightfall, it looks like. And that turns into a triple kill for Amar. So 4 dead for BTBOOM, where they felt like they had the upper hand, but just absolutely punished.
And I think it makes sense for him to not be part of the smoke because it makes it too obvious. They have to show someone to not make the counterplay too easy for Falcons. But yeah, messing up the spells is...
They force out his rage, and now Sneyking. The Yules is going to set some stuff up. Nightfall in a lot of trouble. Even the Eclipse coming out from Skiter. And this is officially out of control. Falcons are destroying right now. Was that to your satisfaction?
I can't, dude.
I actually don't know what a Falcon sounds like. I'm pretty sure that's probably more of a hawk.
These key moments make a really big difference. And of course, Falcons have really been on the ball with responding. I like the smoke of, you know, getting something done.
Malrine would be a very nice pickup. Votes coming for him. Will be the death of the Pango. That's a start for BTBOOM. It's going to need to get some more going their way.
It's quite fast for a CM. The slowest hero, one of the slowest heroes in the game. Tranquils, and that give you 401. You pop drums. It's nighttime. Then you're closing in on 500.
Yeah, you might as well be Bloodseeker at that point. Amar, Yule's initiation, but the Torrent is going to hit him. Gets the Spear into the arena. Rolling Thunder from Malrine. As looks like they're going to focus on this Kunkka. Eclipse coming in as well. Freezing Field in addition. TORONTOTOKYO, though, is the first to fall. MieRo gets infested. Swashbuckle to follows Malrine. Kind of left on alone, but they find Skiter instead. The burst is there to kill him off. And now Amar in a lot of trouble as Nightfall with that Ghoul Frenzy chases him down. 2 for 1 to start as Crit will have to try to fight his way, but he is surrounded, and he is a support Terrorblade after all. 3 for 1 as BTBOOM come out on top, so not able to burst down MieRo fast enough. As Roche will eventually be taken by Skiter and company. So Aegis for the Luna.
Want to fight, though. They're going to TP back their heroes. This is perhaps for Falcons an unexpected defense. We'll see if they're positioned properly for it. They're not full committing.
Yep, they're backing away a bit. MieRo, his smoke will pop. Crit gonna spot him. As the X comes in, GPK with the Dragon Tail. And Sunder not available because he is still stunned. Amar gets off an arena onto basically everybody from BTBOOM. But where is the damage? Valrine with the Rolling Thunder as Skiter tries to run away. Gets Dragon Tail. That's life number 1. And Fest takes him out. I mean, and now they're going to completely surround him. Skeeter's in a lot of trouble.
Here? Yeah.
And Pale wouldn't even be able to get off the BKB anyway, it seems, as Skiter does get destroyed. And BTBOOM coming out on top in the second fight in a row. And he's opting for the BKB next.
Falcons don't have an instant stun, right? They have a blink spear, but if you're fast on lifesteal, you're going to get off that rage.
Yeah. Oh, the blink in. No Dragon Tail, though. Nice Yules from Amar. As GPK is going to focus everything onto Skiter. Boats coming. Good Sunder from Crit, keeping Skiter alive. He'll pop the BKB in retreat. The arenas have been on point for Amar, but they just don't have the damage, it seems like, as BTBOOM looks like they want to fight. Rolling Thunder from Malrine, using the roll-up to keep the Toronto-Tokyo Undying stun-locked. GPK going to focus on Sneyking, meanwhile. Nightfall coming in for a little right-click action.
Toronto-Tokyo didn't even die.
The there. Eclipse to follow for Skiter as he tries to dodge out the Torrent Storm, but there's the finger, there's the burst. Again, Skiter will die. And now Amar gets clipped by the Torrent. Dragon Tail will be his inevitable doom. 3-0 as BTBOOM are getting everything that they want.
I think a lot of Falcons games has been super clear-cut how they initiate fights. They haven't been playing against Dragon Knight very much. They've been picking that themselves as the overall first pick of the draft, but BTBOOM came in with that prep. Snaking's dead here to GPK. Hey, your targets just aren't appealing. And if you make any mistake, that's the other thing. When you come in with Amar, you're not necessarily getting back out against you. You better make it count.
Nice the tombstone. Trees were taken out by the tombstone, which means the spear does not connect. Now Amar using his arena to try to retreat, but that is not happening. That was gorgeous. My goodness.
The timing on that.
That's disgusting.
Toronto-Tokyo.
So there's the Mighty Mines, there's the Well, right?
I forgot what it's called.
I think it's called the Well, isn't it?
But what's the buff called? We need the creeps to spawn so we can see it.
Yeah. That's too far.
The Mighty Well.
More important things are happening here as Crit gets caught off guard. And you can see Amar gets bursted to a pulp. Still has a little bit of HP left, but we'll have to use the Yules in defeat as he will drop easily. Sneyking gets axed back from his TP. And just a really casual 3 kills for BTBOOM.
The items have just been too overpowering. The heroes are too tanky on the side of BTBOOM, and they're just going to keep rolling. Falcons were proposing a solution to this Lifestealer with the Luna, but unfortunately Lifestealer cannot lose. He's inherently, in the meta and the way the game is played right now, having a carry that has innate BKB is incredible. He's very hard to kill when he's farming the map. That was Skeeter's butterfly, by the way. So not able to get it off the Courier. Courier's
They're
going to try.
Nice spear, nice eclipse. That is more than enough. Nightfall bursted 80 seconds. No way to get back. BTBOOM likely will just have to retreat and delay. So they're going to find Toronto-Tokyo, gets off the Greaves. Save is there as well with a nice impale onto 3 heroes. Might as well have been a Ravage. Dragon Tail to follow from GPK. Sunder onto Skiter, but the damage is too much from BTBOOM. Double kill for GPK. And Crit and company looks like they are all going to fall other than Amar as Falcons lose the fight to BTBOOM.
Wow, what an S-tier play call. And they used the Pangold as well. So 2 of their very big teamfight abilities down the drain has BTBOOM confident they can take that one fight while being outnumbered. And they were very right. Now Amar's in trouble.
Yes,
caught by the X-Mark.
But the Yules will counteract it a bit. Nightfall's coming with that rage. He's hungry. Hungry for some Amar action. But the X comes into play again. And it's just a matter of time. Amar dies. As the Boots of Bearing finished by Crit. Like you're giving up a lot in a support, right? Would you agree with that?
I think part of the hero's strength is being a flex.
I know it's not maybe the best analogy, but when you pick a Terrorblade support, surely other supports would probably do a better job throughout the game. But because you're forcing them to make certain picks, it might just be worth it in the end.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thought process for sure.
Oh, they found Skiter!
Burst! Skiter, are you dead? It's close. Gets off the BKB, trying to run away from the Ghoul Frenzy as Nightfall will continue, but Moonglaves end up saving him. That shard definitely very good as Malrine. Rolling Thunder is going to be ending here pretty soon, and likely this game number 1.
That's Sunder and BKB on the Luna. She can't fight now.
The spear is going to be dodged. Nightfall with the quick rage. Takes out Sneyking, who buys back. Amar is next. He has no buyback, though. And now GPK and company focusing on the buildings. Fortification is used.
He's infested. They could blink stun here.
Tokyo, yes, that's indeed what they're going to do. Double impale to follow. Skiter
GG
will be next as GGs are called, and BTBOOM absolutely crushed game 1.
And keep in mind, this was an interesting game specifically because it was looking terrible for BTBOOM, right? Remember, they were 8,000 gold behind. I want to say 20 minutes into this game, Falcons were in complete control. One moment is all it takes for this lineup to completely come online and swing this game around. But I think it's like an exceptionally difficult judgment call to make, and you could not have predicted that the game would go that way. It was specifically because they lost that one fight so horribly that BTBOOM even got back in the game. So as much as we're talking about this, gotta remember Falcons were kind of running the show, and there's no saying that they can't do it again. However,
Amar getting gone on.
Is running to his grave.
I have to try to help out here shortly. Not going to be able to do it though, as TORONTOTOKYO's right click is enough. Amar takes a tumble as TORONTOTOKYO gets the first blood.
Yeah, it's not popular by any means, and I also don't think it's a frequent build you should be buying, but I do think sometimes MieRo is in trouble here.
Yep, going for MieRo. This would be a nice pick-off, and indeed it's going to go to Malrine as well, so rotation is certainly worth it.
Do some damage.
Yeah, and I think MieRo gets to do just that. Is Nightfall getting forced out for the time being. Actually levels his infest, and here comes the Chrono as Skiter comes in from the south, swash from Malrine. Spear connects, and that is enough. Nightfall taken out. Sneyking getting pursued in the trees. Should be a kill. Well, not a great trade for BTBOOM, but they are pressuring this tier 1 quite a bit.
Got to keep in mind how much Falcons need to invest in kills like that. I don't think they're going to find Toronto here. They might have been thinking about it, but it's just not really possible. Instead, Skiter took the gate.
Oh, dear.
All right,
GPK with the kill.
Well, now it definitely wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Now you traded the carries as well.
Ouch.
And I think it can be very educational for viewers at home to try to watch pro games with one team's fog of war than with the other. Like if you're trying to improve and understand some of the movements that are going on and what information teams have access to.
Save. Impale and finger. Very easy kill on Skiter. That's death number 2 for him.
I'm pretty sure it is him that walks into the saloon, spins for a round, whistles, and then takes his hat and leaves or something.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, we're getting a
reveal coming for Amar. He opted not to go for the Yule, so it is a change of pace. Nice spear onto the lifestealer, but where's the damage?
Follow-up.
Absolutely none right now, as Nightfall's going to have to use his infest on the egg itself as well. Can they kill the egg? It's going to be close. They do. Nightfall comes out. Now the focus is on Malrine, but he's going to get rebuked in the meantime. Nice armlet toggle, staying alive. They're not going to finish him off. Has a shadow poison applied. Still not enough. Nightfall survives because of the boat. It's a big, juicy right click from GPK. Helps him develop that double kill.
This is when it gets difficult, because you need to choose, you need to pick your poison. Are we going to group up a bit more so we're less vulnerable, but then find less farm? Or are we going to spread? Oh no, they found Skiter again.
Skiter, you cannot die again. Impale is there. There's a disruption save for the time being. Skiter will come back out. The Phoenix is dead. Nice Chrono on top of basically everyone, including his own team. Skiter gets finger, but time walks most of the damage off. 2 dead for BTBOOM. As Sneyking looking to get chased. MieRo will get that kill at the very least. GPK totally out of mana right now. Rebuke into the spear, but no connection onto the trees, but the swash is there to finish the job. Now Amar with a TP attempt, and he is out, so Falcon get away with murder.
That was such a good result for them. It's quite the slow Tormentor, and they're taking a beating, but they will do it. Save gets the shard, and he will TP over to his own Tormentor. I thought they were going to maybe stick around with one hero, but I guess they'll deny it with the Lycan Wolves. So, at the very least...
they're even TPing for it.
Oh, he's not paying attention!
No, micro! Crit. He's going to get seen. He's going to get destroyed.
I guess MieRo was busy over here.
Yeah, he saw a hero and he got really excited. The second Tormentor will come out. Oh, TORONTOTOKYO! Not again!
Shard for like.
The Tormentor continues its reign of terror on this tournament. Oh, he has it already.
Oh, did he buy it already?
I'm saying those are the three heroes that have Shard.
I see, okay. Yeah, the Lycan one's going to add a little bit of extra pressure on the map. Don't think... I don't know. I feel like I've chronically underrated the Shard's impact.
Rage from Nightfall.
Chrono here.
Yep, the Chrono to follow. And he's all alone. No infest for 7 seconds either. They even put the arena just in case. Nightfall gets taken out by crit of all heroes. The Rolling Thunder now, focusing on save, inhibit used to slow him. Is there any follow-up? Do they need follow-up? Shield crash? Permastun basically gets 1 hex before his demise.
I mean, it can do good damage, but it's not quite in the same category as the Pango, in my opinion. All right, they're going to find Sney here.
Yep.
Oh, missing the combo a bit.
He's still going to get X back. Finger deletes him.
But yeah,
it's theirs.
Timed it to a T. They'll get it down with 10 seconds to spare. So
interesting.
He does have boots.
Yeah, it's because his creep is just always faster than it feels like.
Yeah.
Unless it's belching fire, of course.
It's true. It is faster than him.
And he's going to be going for the Ags next, so very interested to see how that's going to work onto the Lifestealer as, oh, the Orchid and the Arrow on top of the Phoenix. Chronosphere is there. Finger of Death onto Amar. They take out TORONTOTOKYO first. Amar is going to be the trade, though. And on the bottom side, Skiter focusing on save. Will get that easily as Nightfall trying to get support, but Sneyking able to leap away. Both, though, reserved just for Skiter. Tidal Wave on top. Actually makes it a little bit more awkward, but they do get the kill nonetheless. 3-4-2 with the buyback coming out from save. And now this is the scary part when you're playing with a Lycan, or against a Lycan. You lose the fight this close. A Mario. Onto the high ground they will attempt. And still the Aegis.
Just Lycan things. That was honestly, it looked like a quite good fight for Falcons at one point there when they combined all their spells. But
save.
Okay.
Gets the Permastun on Tidal Wave back, but there's a disruption from Crit. It's off the Demonic Purge as well. Are they actually going to be able to defend this? The Infest onto GPK. There's the arena from Amar. Going to try to focus down save first. That's a dieback for him. And now you can see GPK with left no mana at all as Nightfall jumps out, begging them to go on him, but he still has the Aegis. They will continue to ignore. Now they're going to get illusions with Radiance of their own, as somehow BTBOOM are forced out of the base. And now Falcons thought they were going to retreat here, but the Orchid from MieRo is going to try to turn this around onto the Pango. That's going to be a lot of damage. The burn, not quite enough to take him out. Malrine is able to get out of dodge, and MieRo will follow suit.
Nice heads-up play from Crit.
Great defense from Falcons.
So BTBOOM got to be very cautious here about how they approach the next few minutes, as they don't have Aegis. And Falcons know that this is a power play time, so they will go for it. Bringing the Chrono.
Into the Ogre. MieRo on the high ground. Gonna spot this out, tries to get off his shapeshift. He does, but now he's getting perma-stun. Arrow's gonna connect. They're gonna try to surround him. They don't have the damage yet, though, as Nightfall gets the Infest off onto the Lycan. Amar with the BKB in retreat, it seems. You see the Lifestealer still inside. And they're gonna try to turn this around onto Amar. He gets off their arena, but he dies right afterwards as the egg was placed. Amar's arena actually quite effective keeping them there. It looks like they wanted the chase.
It'll be interesting to see how BTBOOM play around this. Like, if this Ags timing is now, it's just flat out go time and they're going to force something to happen. I would imagine they still want to get at least one more Aegis before they plan to siege bottom.
Oh, the instant hex from Save, Impale, but the disruption save onto Skiter as a Rolling Thunder being used to take out the line, but the Torrent connects onto the Void and he's dead! Beautiful timing. The disruption sets it up, actually. And now Falcons on the run. MieRo in that wolf form with the Orchid as well. Does he have the damage? Oh my god, no. The Greaves come out at the last moment in the base for Sneyking.
This gives that little bit less time. The enemy team, X mark.
Radiant's middle
Might have been a mission. They are going to swap sides, knowing that Roshan will be fought for in the top half now.
They're close by. Arrow is going to provide some vision. Actually hits the Lifestealer. Rebuke to follow.
Oh, that's good.
Gets the Chrono on everyone else. The Phoenix is dead first. Rolling Thunder right on top of that Chronosphere. as Nightfall trying to do damage. He's going to get Wolf Bit as well. Out of mana, pops the BKB now. Finally, somebody dies on Falcon's side. He does have buyback, Amar. As skiter goes in and out, Nightfall has the open wounds onto skiter. He's going to get impaled. Do they have the damage to finish the job? MieRo's going to get to the other side and try to do just that, but the Phoenix Head comes through. Malrine doesn't have the right clicks to take that out. And the Void will survive. And now MieRo, oh, he's going to be spotted. Does get out in time. TORONTOTOKYO dodges the arrow, but has no escape. The Yules just delays the inevitable. So Falcons, wow. I actually can't believe the fight went that way. That could have gone 3 different scenarios.
But the heroes are just so tanky. If GPK gets off the Torrent Storm here, this could have changed everything, but he only got off the boat.
Saves infested. Roche is low. Is he actually going to go for this?
Oh, they're trying to get vision.
Save. He actually goes in. Oh, takes the Aegis! He gets the Aegis. Malrine with the Rolling Thunder in the pit, focusing on save for now, as Crit getting gone on by the Lycan and the Lifestealer. He will drop as a result, but now skiter on top of Nightfall. The Torrent Storm is there as the Kunkka finally arrives. Amar with the arena on top of all of them, though. They're going to lose the Kunkka as a result. And now MieRo left with Nightfall. The gem drops to the deck as well, as these 2 cores need to get the hell out. MieRo with the BKB. He's going to get bashed, attempting to TP.
First hit bash.
First hit bash is there, and he will die. So an incredible steal from BTBOOM, but they still lose basically everyone.
And Falcons keep calm when it's the most important and stabilize the game one more time. And sure, you don't have the Aegis, but I think this is more than good enough.
Yeah.
You just need to outlast this Lycan spike, and you're doing it just now.
Oh, Malrine. It's caught off guard. Here's the Rolling Thunder, and the bash comes through for Nightfall. Making use of the basher here. The fact that it's missing is just
strong timing for BTBOOM. They smoke up with their newly picked up Bloodthorn.
Who gets the opener? Skiter. Oh, that chrono.
Oh, save's gonna break.
Malrine with his ult to follow. Amar goes in deep with the BKB. Not really finding a good connection, though. They get the break onto the Lifestealer for now. He uses the Abyssal Blade. The Torrent is there, but the Disruption save onto Amar. Now the focus for the skiter. Looks like Nightfall is going to be able to get out here. Likely to try to infest onto a teammate. He does eventually take out Amar, and the Chronosphere hits one hero. Not the greatest target. Finger of Death onto skiter. Is going to time walk it all off, but now Nightfall is on the run. Basher there, Bloodthorn on top. Tidal Wave brings him to his knees. 90 seconds with no Faceless Void, and Malrine now X'd back into the fray. Stuck on the low ground, though, attempting to TP out. Very ambitious play, had no other way to get out. And that is another core dead for Falcons. And BTBOOM, they only lose TORONTOTOKYO.
They might just go for it. They might try to poke the tier 4s and be like, hey, do you guys actually have buybacks on your other cores?
And that's 1 buyback. So this is going to be minimum 2 sets. And there's no tier 2 tower bottom, so there's nothing stopping them from trying to go for megas. Now that I say that, though, the Pango has buyback. Crit picks up the bounty rune to ensure it.
I mean, there isn't even a range track.
There are buybacks. Oh, that's true. It's just 1 barracks. It's Nightfall. We'll try to take it out. Swash not even going to hit. 15 seconds on the Void.
The waves have been cut. So
they're going to back away. And Sneyking in that Moonlight Shadow. Amar going in. Oh my god, save gets destroyed. GPK has to use his BKB and run away. As Malrine able to find a connection onto Nightfall for now, but he just rages and runs away. GPK is going to have to use his boat, but attempting to TP out. Do they have? Yeah, they have the stun there. So at the very least, Falcons will get something, but we can see both heroes with buyback if they want to try to force the issue, but only 1 single barrack remains.
Skiter with the damage rune.
High ground.
This is
They're going to get the mid-racks, but look in their base. Their base is under attack.
Yeah, MieRo going to force them back with the split, so they don't get more than a side, but
once that's out, it's going to be free reign on these buildings. So it is Aegis, it is Cheese, and Ags. Disarm Void. I mean, the disarm's not going to be probably that effective this game. We'll see.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah, I mean, the chrono is... You have to time that perfectly to be able to do it that way. As MieRo, shapeshift.
They find Amar.
He's on the high ground. Finger of Death on him. Nightfall coming to try to finish him off. Basher as well. Chrono comes out. Skiter is going to get TORONTOTOKYO. He has buyback, though. Will TP in as fast as he can. As Nightfall still getting bashed up by Skiter. And here comes Malrine rolling in. Aegis down. MieRo still has the wolf bite. Nightfall not interested. He's going to infest save.
Wow, that is such an insanely good outcome for Falcons. And for the side of Falcons, try to find some sort of entry into the fight that's pretty straightforward, where you don't commit big spells. Could just be a blink spear, or maybe just getting a demonic purge on the lifestealer just to buy time and get information. This is a crucial moment for both teams.
Pop. The X is there, and the Sneyking actually uses his BKB. Imagine Sneyking having a BKB at this stage of the game. Nightfall going to focus on him at the start. Abyssal, but the Moonlight Shadow can provide some level of cover as Falcons now backs away temporarily. Rage now on cooldown. Skiter, number one on the Chronosphere. He gets bashed, and he's actually going to get disarmed because of the Aghanim Scepter. A beautiful investment, completely wastes the first Chronosphere. Now turning their sights on him again as the egg is inside the Chrono this time. The egg does fall, but do they have the damage to actually finish the job? Nightfall now focusing everything on the Skiter. The Mana Drain is there as well. MieRo with the Rolling Thunder. As Nightfall, you can see, he's going to use the Nullifier onto Skiter. He's going to get hit up and stunned and destroyed. Does have the buyback available as Nightfall trying to chase down Crit as Amar running out of juice here. MieRo with the second Rolling Thunder of the game, and that's the buyback onto the Skiter. And like it feels like he's basically alone. Here's a triple impale comes out as Amar pops his BKB. The spear is there, save dies. Their buildings are going down quite swiftly to these creeps, but now the Lifestealer completely surrounded. Nightfall looks like he's eventually gonna fall as double kill for Amar comes out. Two players for BTBOOM side have buyback, but the Lycan and Phoenix do not.
And this time it was Skiter soloing him.
Aegis, Cheese, and Ags. They scan. BTBOOM knows that Falcons are up there. They can hear their cry. They're ready to collide. 58 minutes in. Haste now by Skiter. Infest Bomb onto save. He's gonna get blinked over by Amar. Spear's gonna connect. The Lion's in a lot of trouble. Nightfall jumps out, gets the Abyssal Blade onto Skiter, but now he's inside this arena. And somehow the Lion is surviving. Finally, save falls as Skiter gets the Chronosphere onto two, but the egg is gonna be placed as Skiter focuses all his efforts on just the egg. Double Chrono ensures the death of Toronto-Tokyo. Boat comes in. Amar's Eon Disc procs, but the Sheep is now onto Skiter as GPK. A nice impale comes out from save as Nightfall not able to find the connection he's looking for. MieRo continue to wreak havoc with that Rolling Thunder. Crit uses the cheese, it looks like, as Nightfall is trying to 1v1 him, but the disruption will delay, and now Nightfall has to run away. Save is dead, just like that. Only 3 alive for BTBOOM. The infest onto Skiter is not going to be enough, as he will continue to survive, still with that Aegis intact, by the way. And now the Demonic Purge to slow down the Lifestealer. And this looked like it might be the end of game number 2 here shortly, as Nightfall trying to get to his high ground, but he dies. Triple kill from MieRo. TORONTOTOKYO has to limp back to base, and now Falcons, with all the time in the world to get these buildings, but there are no creeps yet. And Falcons looks like they are pushed back a bit, so not going for throne this time.
Yep.
We'll get the racks on the top side of the map.
Speaking of, don't lose track of your own ancient Falcons.
That's true. The tier 4 is taking heavy damage. MieRo is the one that has to fall back.
The Void is hard to kill, and Disruption, that X factor in every fight. Magic Lamp on Faceless Void.
He wants to survive.
I've seen it all.
That's all he cares about.
A lot more help.
Oh, he's going to find MieRo on the top side of the map.
He doesn't have buy.
To his own base inside the arena. He will use his ult to get away along with the BKB.
Trying to bash him.
Arrow not going to hit. As MieRo finding more connections into the base there. As the Chronosphere comes out, and MieRo looks like he might actually be dead. Indeed, that is the case. Infest was used offensively as Nightfall will have to be pushed back. I don't think they can go on here as the Torrent Storm already expended from GPK. Falcons still looking for a potential connection here. Nar with a nice spear out as GPK has to pop his BKB. As they're forcing out all these important items from the side of BTBOOM as Skiter goes in and out. Now the arena plays from Amar, but they're going to disengage for the time being.
They still have a Chrono, and they didn't use it.
Gets 1 tier 4 to his name. He's got this second Chrono ready to go. Sneyking able to outrange the tower at this point. Impale. Gonna delay a bit, but still 45 seconds without this Lycan. Another in and out. It's gonna force out the rage from Nightfall. He's gonna get bashed up by the Swashbuckle. He gets a bash and toe onto Skiter, but he's just focusing on the towers now. Torrent Storm is there, Rolling Thunder to create some space. It's Nightfall, another offensive usage of his ult. but the disruption is there. Nightfall actually jumps out of the disruption now, uses the BKB, now trying to put all of his efforts onto this Faceless Void, but the disruption again from Crit, as he has been so consistent all tournament long on that hero. As the rest of Falcons now focusing this Ancient, the Chrono is used, and the Ancient will explode in favor of Falcons, surely. As the delay from BTBOOM is likely to not be enough, but Sunray coming out.
Okay.
Skiter gets to the other side. That'll be the end of game number 2. Falcons come back from almost being down mega creeps. And they force this to game 3.
God, that was an awesome game.
Now you're looking at a troll, which against Sven, sure, I can understand that, but against literally every other hero, it just feels terrible, doesn't it? Am I crazy?
I think this is a pretty bad troll game. And I don't even think the Sven is enough of a redeeming factor for me. Because I don't even think that carry matchup is very one-sided to begin with. Crit will die here for the most likely. Maybe this Avalanche can get him away, but I think they're just going to run him down with another set of axes. And
well, that's a good start.
Yeah, Troll's going to need another 10 of those the next 3 minutes, facing with your skin, and against the Troll, your ult obviously always going to be amazing. So as long as the lane goes fine, I think it's a good game for it. And obviously Amar will be playing this as a carry. I don't think we're going to see Amar buy Ags and go nosedive.
Oh, Skiter. He's in a bit of a pickle here. MieRo continuing to chase. Right click
to one more swing.
Not enough. MieRo can't catch up. The X should ensure the sticky bomb, which should lead to the kill. Oh, nice pick off there for BTBOOM. Talking shit about their draft and their owning so far. Like we've talked about Amar and Malrine sharing a hero pool, and they've been so good this tournament, but it feels like the Sven Shadow Demon, specifically for Skiter and Crit, even though Crit's not playing it here, have been their best heroes theoretically in this tournament. Arrow can be dodged. Oh, actually hits the Shadow Demon instead as a Laguna comes for Crit. TORONTOTOKYO claims him, and now Sneyking gonna get blood grenaded, pops the fairy fire. TORONTOTOKYO looking to finish him up, but the neutrals get him instead as Amar wants to fight. This is a 1v3 situation. He just drops. And now GPK on the TP out, but he will die just barely. And Skiter now coming. Another neutral will kill off TORONTOTOKYO this time.
This neutral camp got as many kills as the teams did.
Yeah. So 1-for-1 split with a double kill from the neutrals.
It's like the Tanner and Werewolf.
As the lasso comes out onto MieRo. Nice pick off here for Malrine. That's his first true rotation now that the Boots of Travel are up and running. Do they want to set something up here? Looks like they do. Sticky bomb to slow down Amar.
He's going to get
X as well.
here.
Boat is coming. Arrow coming from TORONTOTOKYO. Will hit. That is the death of the Viper. As they will try to give the kill to Nightfall and be successful in doing so.
Big rotation, but a good kill.
Don't have the vision. Might be careful here. Nightfall's on his way over.
Oh, I don't think he meant. I don't think he meant to do that. Oh, I think he misclicked on TORONTOTOKYO. That didn't seem like it was on purpose.
But Amar, he's left alone. Boat is there. Easy kill for BTBOOM.
Having masterful display on this hero, it would be a fitting way for them to go to the upper bracket, or grand finals rather. Sneyking, nice catch there from MieRo.
Yeah,
X mark and
MieRo.
Oh, that's close to actually hitting regardless.
Sneyking gets Gleipnir though. That sets up the boat and the Laguna and the death. But yeah, like I said, I'm surprised that they let the Sven through. If they make the finals, honestly, I feel like I'd be surprised if they play Sven once. I don't see how that hero gets through. Feels like they've won every single game. As Skiter, he gets a toss target, trying to beat down MieRo. Has the blade mails. He's going to take some damage, but he shrugs it off. It's the death of the Kunkka. Now TORONTOTOKYO on the run, but the lasso finds him. And we'll find the right clicks of Skiter to get that double kill. And he is far and away the top net worth in the game right now.
If you had the Philosopher's Stone, wouldn't your wish be to be Crit?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so probably the same for Sneyking, right?
Yeah, that's true. Right. Oh, Nightfall initiated on Lasso. Skiter is there with the Stormhammer, but they don't have enough damage, or do they?
Here he comes!
They're kiting.
Run!
That ultimate is really strong. Lose control of your hero for just a little bit of mana, and he's dead.
Guys, I pressed ult. I did everything I could.
All right, it's not your fault, Nightfall.
Okay, so Troll generally doesn't tend to do too well playing from behind, so I think he's going to need a lot of help from...
Can we go 2 minutes without talking about Troll?
I think Kunkka is going to
lasso,
be... Oh boy.
X into boat for MieRo, but the skiter BKB, GPK is dead.
They need MieRo X, and they need to fight, and they need to do it soon. Before it's too late.
He's out. Dota
What other words start with Mal?
Maleficent.
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 Yeah.
Amar is spotted.
Malding. Uh-oh, Amar.
Yeah, blast off. This is the one core they've been able to take out continuously in this game. Oh, wait.
150 away. He does have the...
Okay,
he's just queuing up BKB after. Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to get it.
That's the timing then.
Crit with the vision. They might turn this into something. Malrine from the right.
Yep, Avalanche finds MieRo. Arrow is going to hit crit, but the last onto the other side. He bounces it back up, so Skiter can right-click to his heart's content. The pirate has died.
That was a really funny sequence with movement. Maybe they catch him with a blast off or an arrow and just nuke him down with the Lina, and then Troll starts entering the fight. But see, he can definitely stand his ground against the Sven. He's not going to be happy to get Viper ultied.
Oh, Viper strike. MieRo's coming in from behind. This is going to be a surprise Aghanim Scepter for him, but the Troll is dead already.
Oh, okay.
Are they going to still fight? Yes, indeed. The boat is coming. The lasso onto GPK. He's completely surrounded now, trying to TP out. Will be successful as a Stormhammer connects onto 2. In the midst of the Torrent Storm, MieRo will fall. So just like that, 3 dead as Falcons extend their lead.
Yeah, that's not how the fight is meant to start for BTBOOM. That's about as bad as it can get. Poison attacks, corrosive skin,
sticky.
And
then in terms of stuff you take off the enemy, Warcry until the shard comes in.
Yeah.
And that's it?
I think so.
I mean, you do lower the cooldown dramatically. As we hear a lasso, MieRo's going to take the initiation and die. No buyback. As the Laguna Blade, oh, nice disruption. Is going to keep the Batrider alive a little bit longer, but stay with a beautiful initiation onto 2. They're going to be able to take out crit as a result. And there's the Nightfall ult focusing on Skiter as he tries to take out GPK, but he's going to try to turn his sights down as the arrow's coming in. Will do some damage, and that is the death of Skiter, surprisingly enough. Now Nightfall, kind of left to his own devices, will get kited and eventually brought down. So a better fight than I was expecting from BTBOOM, but they still lose 4.
But Malrine keeps playing the outskirts of the fight. He kills off the techies. He keeps the control onto Nightfall after this as well.
And this is where Troll is good. In a 1v1 with any carry, he's going to do some work. As there's no way he's going to die again on this Kunkka. Nice destruction coming in from Sneyking again. As Malrine, he's going to get blast off by save. Double mines are going to be there despite the lasso.
Did they bite over too much here? I think they might have just...
Yep, Amar is going to get X back into the Torrent. Toss back from Crit into the Ava. Trying to take out TORONTOTOKYO. They will do that. I don't think they can stay any longer, though, as Amar will walk away. The rest of his supports, Icon or whatever, went away. So I think they know that Roche isn't quite up. And it actually is quite the long spawn.
Yep, they have plenty of time, but they don't know it.
Well, I think they do a little bit because of the scan. It's MieRo. It's going to run into Malrine. Sticky Napalm initiation with the BKB. If they get MieRo right off the bat, which they will, no Torrent Storm this time. BTBOOM have to run immediately, but now the Viper Strike onto the BKB. Lina trying to fight her way out of this. It's not to be, as the Yules will cancel a TP of save. As a question mark from Amar comes out. 3 dead for BTBOOM. And this is where BTBOOM might tilt. They definitely have the propensity to do so.
I think they just continue bottom. We've got plenty of time.
Yeah, they know that Kunkka has all his spells since they bursted him down before he casts anything. Maybe they try to respect that as
they already have lasso again, though.
They spotted out MieRo.
Oh,
lassoed again, but he does get the boat off this time. And the whirling axes come through with the battle trance as well as Skiter trying to run away now, but MieRo already fell, and on Nightfall basically getting kited, tossed back. We talked about this pregame. This hero just does not feel playable against these heroes. He's dead for 80 seconds. And this might be it. GGs are called as Falcons will go on to the grand finals here at Dream League, and BTBOOM to the lowers to face off against Extreme.
Yeah, they just got rolled this game. There isn't really that much to talk about in that regard. Like the panel said prior to the game, especially BSJ thought this was the biggest outdraft in any game of the entire tournament.